There's another red.
Fur Life is brought to you by Uncle Freddy's Gut Glove, Buck Cage, Comstock Custom Cages, Dusk to Dawn Bow Fishing, Mountain View Guide Service, Stealth Screen, the Raptor Razor, and Night Owl Lures, always working the night shift. This episode of Fur Life is brought to you by J3 Outdoors. Now let's get back to the action.
I'm going to be showing you some of the techniques that I use. We're right here in Pennsylvania right now, but there's 3 states I usually trap. PA, New York, which is right over the border, and Maine. You'll see some of the techniques that I use. We set a lot of traps. And we catch a lot of animals because I want to be in and out of there in a couple days. You'll see we get some big numbers. Set 5-6 traps on a flow, beaver flowage in Maine, and we'll get 5 the first night, a couple the next night, and then we're out of there. We're going to the next one. Okay, I'm going to be going over some of the equipment I use. I don't use a lot of equipment. I got a set of tongs, which very rarely do I use. As I get older, I guess I'm going to have to start. I can't set them by hand, but I still can now, so I do. Use a KB stabilizer, or I'm sorry, KB stabilizer. Then we have the stabilizer, and also too with like real deep, heavy or deep culverts and deep channels. We have that H stand, which you put the trap in, lock it in. Actually, you can put a ribbon here or whatever, so you can find it enough if you're in a marsh or something like that. Hatchet, just for either cutting sticks out or what have you, and some of these blocks that my buddy Brian Cogill made, his buddy makes, which is phenomenal. I mean, they're awesome. They save you a lot of time in the field. But it's just a block routed out onto another block. You tack this onto a stick, and you can set your connie. Pardon me. You can set your body grip. Right on the depending on you, I mean, it depends on what I do. That's the configuration I use on mine. You gotta watch these are... So that's the way it's set there. You tack that block to a dive stick, and boom, there you are. There it is, just like that. And the same thing goes for the KB stabilizer, which that fits in the same way, but then you can just stick it in wherever. Here in Pennsylvania, we're only allowed 2 body grippers at a time. We go to Maine, sky's the limit. I mean, we're setting 50, 60, depends on how many flowages we can hit. Also too, we have a 36-hour check here in Pennsylvania. Maine, we have a 3-day. or actually I'm sorry, 5-day on water sets. And it's every day if you're land trapping. But that's basically all the stuff I use. Usually I have a roll of wire with me or something like that. But most of the time, I usually have a couple feet of wire already on my body grippers, so I'm ready to go. I just grab, if I go to a flowage, I just grab two traps in each hand and go. And pretty much it. You'll see we catch a lot of beaver in a short period of time. I think this year we had 66 beaver in 2 checks, which is good. And we did a lot of filming too, so we lost a lot of. Believe it or not, this takes a lot of time. Like my buddy Brian was really getting on. You know, we could have broke over 100 if we weren't taking time and checking sets and filming and doing remakes and stuff like that. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get trapping. Yeah. Well, here we are. We came to another flowage. You can see right here, the beavers are actually damming up across the road here. We have 2 houses side by side, so there's probably 2 colonies in here. What we're going to do is we're going to set a couple sets here. Probably do a caster mount, and Brian will end up probably putting a 330 in. Let's see what happens here. Let's see.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, as you can see, all the debris and stuff like that. They do so much damage, so much damage. Well, here we are in the loop road. Here's the ones we just set yesterday. The water receded a lot, so we want to check it. Sure looks like the trap's going, so, oh, there it is. Heck yeah. Front foot?
Yep, front foot catch.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Huh.
2-year-old.
Yeah. Yep. We had 2 sets here. This is a culvert, and they were blocking the culvert again. That's awesome. What we'll do is take care of that. We're gonna pull these because then we don't have to come back into this area again. What we'll do is
What a mess.
We had that one there that Brian just got. I said we had another one here. We shall see. I think I see a tail. So, yeah. Oh yeah. 2 for 2. Nice. See, there's not much to it. That's probably all was in here too, is just a pair. So we're gonna get out of here. Another, that's nice. Nice first beavers of the year. Okay, well here we are. We got a call from the DNR about this beaver flowage. But they're taking out the road. You can see right here what they did to the road here. This is the problem they have up here in Maine. They just wash out the road completely. The house is right there. And you can see in the background, there's been girdling all the trees and cutting it down and getting ready for winter. And that's his feed bed right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set about 4 traps, I think. And try to get these beavers out of here. They do millions and millions of dollars of damage a year and taking out these roads and stuff like that. And this is all paper mill property. So what they do is they try to get these big trucks in through here, and they wash out the road. They just can't get out. So we're gonna set some traps. I'll show you the sets after we're done, and then we'll go on to the next one. Right here, you can see where they're feeding all along here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a caster mount set right here. I like a big showy caster mount. So what they'll do is they'll come up and they'll check that scent. We get save casters from other beaver in other areas. I don't think somebody's trying to come into their territory. Drown aside. Sometimes these are a monster to set. Number 4 jump. Especially if it's sunk in. Should have set it first. I just cover up my copper tag. Put a little caster in. That's all there is.
Fur Life is brought to you by Uncle Freddy's Gut Glove, Buck Cage, Comstock Custom Cages, Dusk to Dawn Bow Fishing, Mountain View Guide Service, Stealth Screen, the Raptor Razor, and Night Owl Lures, always working the night shift. This episode of Fur Life is brought to you by J3 Outdoors. Now let's get back to the action. Back in the wilderness of northern Maine, Brian Flowers and his partner have found a new batch of beaver.
Okay, we stay on the main road, go that way, I believe. Wait a minute, here's this.
That's a train. That's a train track right there.
Let's see.
We're going south, I guess.
Yeah, we want to head that way.
Good way to pick up an otter, too. But we could... I think it might be deep enough. Or I could just put it in towards the channel right there and choke it off. make you look pretty stupid if you come back tomorrow and your safeties are still on. Here we are. There's a big beaver house right here, the feed bed. Stream's coming in right here. Everything's funneled in. So you got the dam on this side and on the other side. It's a great big horseshoe. I had a conibear over there, 330 over there, which didn't connect. We had one on a slide wire here, a leg hold. I can see there's another a new caster mount, so I know there's one in here in the mud. Oh, nice beaver. On a slide wire, back foot. Yeah. We'll reset this. Wow, let's get that tangled up. That's the only problem with these cables, you get a memory. Okay, well here he is. We're gonna make up the new set. See if we can't get another one out of here. And then I'm gonna also put that 330 that I moved there upstream there farther where he's feeding. So we're gonna get this set put back together. Phil is 2011 or 12. We got three or four out of here. Yep. Well, here we are. This is great to see. Beaver house is right there. It's right off the road. You can probably hear it, but they're logging, so we're trying to get this done so we're not in their way. They're getting ready to, we're filling up the truck so they don't splash us on the way out. But we have 3 sets in here, and this is the first set. Another nice beaver. Oh, that's sweet. Yep, he didn't come right out of the house. Look at that, he's still got his teeth right on the jaws. Yep. Duke 330. Can't beat him. Well, here we are. We're on the next tier up. You see, there's a series of ponds that the beaver do. And we got another one. So that's a double in this one. We have one more trap to set. We put that one down farther. Right here we had it was perfect set. We had a log already through, so what's that going to make him do? That's going to make him dive under. We just blocked it off a little bit. It's right on a slide that they're going back and forth. Textbook set. Another nice beaver right by the head. Yep. Duke 330. Okay, here we are. We just got down here. We had 2 sets here. There's one there underneath the dive stick we put in there. That one's not here. But right here, this is what we're looking for. Right, it looks like I can tell by the tail. That's a big beaver. Oh my goodness, that's a big beaver. Look at that. Wow. That's a nice beaver. Wow. Son of a gun. That's nice. Well, what we'll do is remake that. Okay. What we did is there's a snowmobile bridge right there. It's a double bridge so they can pass. This is a big snowmobile trail in the wintertime. We come down here, we see fresh cuttings. Walked in here a little further, we see all these fresh trees just nibbled at. And there's like a, I don't know, half an acre island right here. They're just devastated. So we set these big channels that were wet, and you can see where they're going up on. Right in through here, there's a feed bed. And there's a funnel right here. The channel's right in, so I set my conibear right in there. We set 2, and this one connected. This one could, and you know, an otter come up or something like that. That's going to be a good set. We'll reset this one because there's probably definitely at least a pair in here. So hopefully we'll get another one tomorrow. Look at this. Oh, okay. Got both legs in there. Good catch. Oh, there's some nice beavers already. Big tail. That's good beaver. Duke 330. Did it again. Just gotta watch. These will really sting your hands. You don't take the safeties off till I'm actually know I'm gonna be done. I try to always keep my hand on the jaws so if it does happen to snap off, I can catch it. Can't put it up any higher anymore because the water went down. We set this the other day. And here in Maine, you have to, the trap has to be completely underwater. I say, if we'd have came here, we wouldn't have had a beaver. We'd have had to reset that trap back farther anyway. Trying to find a couple sticks to stabilize it now. Here, keep them from coming in the other way. I just want to put some subtle blocking. This deters them from going up that way. You want them to go in the way you want them. You always want to make sure your safeties are off too, because you feel pretty silly coming in the next morning and see something went through your trap and it didn't go off because you left your safeties on. Okay, well I had a caster mount set there. The trap was snapped off down to the weight, so I might have educated one. We had a 330 conibear in this channel here, which comes off right off their lodge, and this goes right into where they're feeding and stuff like that. So. That's what you want to see. So we missed one and we got one, so we'll remake this. So all we did basically here is just made a dive hole, put the 330 down, which it wants to do is make someone want to go under. And this is the results. Nice beaver.